As Christian Bale makes his debut into the Marvel Cinematic Universe as the well-known Gorr the God Butcher, I thought that, well, it would be a great idea to lay hands on the comic version where this terrifying antagonist actually originates from, as they share the same narrative purpose to end the life of all gods.
All gods will die.
I did have a Gorr the God Butcher video, sort of narrating the story while explaining his powers, but this video is strictly to show those new to comics or comic fans who want to know how strong Gorr truly is. This is going to be a short video, so let's jump right in. The first thing here for Gorr's insane feats is a young Thor saying he has seen all sorts of terrifying horrors like war, torture, and betrayal on incredible levels, but the horror in that god's eyes is something he hasn't witnessed. Trust me, this is so much more than impressive. This already would skill Gorr amongst the authority level of the Sky Fathers like Zeus, who I will be doing a video on, so subscribe if you want to see that. Right, Gorr is so much of a skilled murderer as Thor that Thor, with his experience, gives him praise that to call this butchery is an insult to whomever did such, and to keep gods in dying terror, then the sight is unbelievable. Even Gorr's guard dogs, his black berserkers, can exchange blows with Thor and send him flying. O King Thor needs the Odin sword to fight the berserkers. This Odin sword brings about Ragnarok, which is the end of the multiverse, not just the multiverse, but the 9 realms which are infinitely beyond the multiverse, which is an insane level of feats, and that was scaled to above boundless. But to keep it simple for everyone else, it's above the multiverse by infinite levels. Fighting Gorr makes Thor think there's a narrative difference between war and murder. Despite both terms invoking themselves, this may be a conceptual difference. And actually, I do think it's a conceptual difference. Wow, that is impressive. His look towards you makes you feel dead already. Even for a Thor. Gorr gave Thor so much PTSD that even wonderful and historical moments he should remember, he couldn't remember, but he will forever remember the cave Knull kept him in. Bruv, that is insane to do to a Thor. That's good. That means Gorr can literally do this to anyone, and this includes the entire fucking Justice League, probably even to the fucking Darkest Knight. I don't think so. Darkest Knight has mental problems. That guy's insane. But the number of gods Gorr had killed had a section in the Great Library called the Halls of Lust. Now, I don't want to really go into great context, so this video won't be so long, but the same way you have the Halls of All-Knowing, which is an aspect of the House of Ideas, is linked to Asgard's library is linked to the Halls of All-Knowing. The Halls of Lust, that is a whole section of books in the great halls of Asgard, which should also be linked to the House of Ideas, where Gorr has killed gods. That if that is not impressive, I've not seen anything as impressive as that. Like, Knull couldn't pull that off. I'm very sure the Darkest Knight did not pull that off, and many more. This dude is a whole menace. And yeah, Gorr storms the Darkest Knight. I didn't want to go there. If you want to challenge me on it, but I don't debate anymore. I'm not on Discord anymore. But yeah, I could do a video on that. Or I could reply in the comment section. Gorr's black berserkers can kill gods of the outer void, cosmic season. Gorr crisscrossed creation, killing anything literally immortal, which would include gods, celestials, everything. But I don't think he went to the levels of the Celestials, but at the same time the Celestials are not that impressive, and Gorr should be able to easily slay them. If the likes of Sentry could one-shot amped Celestials by now, yeah, Gorr is definitely going to destroy the hell. I mean, if he could fight even Thor's, so what am I talking about? He killed a god that wrestled black holes just for fun, and it was his berserkers that did such. Dude went to the void back in time by killing the time gods and using their blood filled like a pool. He killed the first god, the oldest of the gods, an elder god. That right there is easily a boundless feat. so high in the cosmology. Gorr is described as no mere Ragnarok. This is an ending beyond all known endings, coming from a King Thor who has experienced life as current Cosmic King Thor, as Rune King Thor, and much more. This is worse than Skrull and Secret Wars and any threats who has threatened Ragnarok and creation. Gorr is a force affecting the narratives of the god's existence itself, which I will touch up soon. For those who will misuse Thor's statement to say it's an alternate future, if I really must explain how it isn't, then you are brain dead. For those new to comics, well, he's speaking in terms of metaphor, hoping this his future won't be like this. But if you read on Old King Thor, which I will go over in my Thor video, it is Thor as it is a continued timeline. Even in the same comics, Gorr is shown to have come since when Thor was young. If not, then this current middle-aged Thor also should be an alternate. How can something be alternate when happening within the same time stream? And when this same middle-aged Thor remembered this phase of Gorr, when he saw the dead gods butchered in that place, he remembers that it's only Gorr that could do this. So it's a continued timeline. He remembers from his younger self, just that he has lived for thousands and thousands of years. Like he said, he has forgotten a lot of things. And then after then, bro, he is not. I'm talking about like current Cosmic King Thor knows who the hell Gorr the God Butcher is, because we did see Gorr the God Butcher as part of the images of the Black Winter. So yes, and Cosmic King Thor is like Gorr. He mentioned Gorr's name, is like he knows who Gorr is. So yeah, so it's not an alternate timeline. Old King Thor does also fight Gorr. So which means Gorr is impressive, dude existed in the paradox at the same time, not even affecting the time stream. That means he transcends the multiverse, which is time itself. Bro, that's insane. Alternate Thor is going to build the Odin force as well. Who fun to give them that? Finally, Old King Thor went back in time to meet his younger variant. Gorr can pull gods out of the time stream. Gorr can fight the three Thors at once. Gorr making the world tree bleed is a creation feat and turning the sun black. That is way worse. The number of things the sun in Marvel has killed is insane, and that includes Knull. I know you want to say Knull was weakened, blah blah blah, yada yada. It really does not count, because it's so much emphasized that the sun in Marvel definitely can kill all forms of darkness, and its conceptual nature is to destroy all forms of darkness. Right, it's just like the earth is to birth and hold all forms of life, and that's why you cannot even destroy it. Even Galactus has tried so many times to destroy earth, he cannot. To take the energy from earth, he cannot. Right, so it's that same thing that conscious the moon. So right, the moon also plays its own part. Even when Secret Wars in the multiverse goes, the sun, the moon, and the earth are usually still there a lot of times throughout all the cycles of Ragnarok. At least the ones we know about. Gorr could pin Old King Thor to a comet roaring across space, knock out the youngest and the other falling within the planet. Gorr created a bomb that will kill gods across time throughout creation at once. I don't even need to try and quantify such power. An eye of Gorr can cause an explosion that caused a huge crater. To round it up, Gorr can contend with Old King Thor while going all out, which is impressive. But subscribe so you do not miss my Thor video. Trust me, it will be the best thing you will watch. He can play so much fear that he was bringing about the end of the Thor and Loki narratives, to the point no brighter narrative could be formed, but Thor had to transcend hope for such to prevail, which I will go over in my Thor video. But I've not seen anyone really do that with Thor. And yes, I will actually do a video on Thor versus Knull, because I do think Gorr versus Knull, and I do think Gorr dog walks Knull. All-Black Necrosword is the physical aspect of transcendence. The archetypal aspect is far greater than the cosmos, and perhaps that timeline is the entire 8th cosmos. Also, Gorr burning out the sun is a feat almost no god or being in Marvel above the far shore can pull. Gorr scales so casually above the multiverse and is easily around partial tier if you ask me. I could have given deeper context, but that is the point of my Thor and Loki videos coming. If you found this video informative, please do like, share, comment and subscribe. See you all next time, hopefully. Peace.